Well, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Philly Flipper live channel with your host, me, Paul, Philly Flipper. I'm already thirsty. I just started recording. That is not a good sign. And my hair is a mess. Man, we're off to the races today. Hair looks terrible. Beard looks good though. I'm thirsty. It is back. It is back. We are back on a Sunday. You know what that means? It's time to pull the weekend orders, talk about the week, give you guys an update on the life here at the warehouse, on how everything's going, and stuff like that. So, Q4 is real. Q4 is taking off. We're doing really good. Sales are popping. I have 75 sales on the eBay, and I had quite a bit on other platforms, probably like 15 or so on other platforms. So a lot of work today. My sister should be on her way pretty soon, and we gotta start tackling these guys. So like always, we're gonna start with what's all on other platforms, and then I have things I want to talk to you about, but most likely I'm gonna forget about what I want to talk to you about. So it's just me blabbering back and forth, but you guys seem to enjoy it, so let's go. Right, first thing that sold is this Miro cookie pastry press set and decorator set. I got this at the auction house early this year. Probably have a buck or two max into it, and I got a bunch of those like vintage decorating things there, and that thing sold on Poshmark for $50. So we're starting off with a pretty big Poshmark sale. I had a pretty good weekend picking. Yesterday I went to, see, did I go anywhere on Friday? Did I do anything? I did go on Friday. I went to a Christmas church sale, basement sale, which was pretty bad. So Friday we had two sales in our area. I went to the first one, it didn't go down. And I went to another one, which was advertised as a church sale. By the way, I sold this at Little People Fisher Price Airport. I paid a buck for it in New Jersey with Jess. It sold on Facebook for $30. I went to the church sale. I got there early because the first sale didn't happen. And got there early, waiting for the sale to start. And then it's like time for the sale to start. I'm still the only one there. And the sale still doesn't start. Then a lady finally comes who's running the sale. She's like, "Oh, you're here. I can't let you in until I put the signs up, though. So hold on till I put the signs up." So she went to put the signs up. That took probably like 5 or 10 minutes. By the time she was done, like 3 other people came, and I was like, "Oh, come on! I was first in here. I was gonna be the first one to hit in here." But there wasn't that much in that sale. One thing that I bought already sold, so we'll talk about that. But I got some toys, some Brooks shoes, a Flyers jacket, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. Skylanders case. This came from that big Skylanders buy that I paid. What I paid, like 10 bucks for. I already sold quite a bit of the Skylanders, and the case was part of it. Case sold for $15 on Facebook. So after that sale, I went to a Goodwill. And I scored pretty good at the Goodwill. I got some Christmas ornaments. No, none of those sold. I thought some of the Christmas ornaments sold already. And then I got a nice pair of Tony Lama boots and a nice pair of Sorel boots, like $6 each. So I scored pretty good at the Goodwill. So not too shabby at all. And so this right here is really cool. So this is Lisa Frank 30 pencils. Set. I got this from Leanne on Facebook. Leanne, thank you so much. Appreciate that. She said that she learned a lot from my videos, and she got these at her local auction, a bunch of them, and to say thank you guys for making my videos, she sent me one of them, which is super nice of you. Shouldn't have done that, but thank you. I appreciate that. I listed it. It is sold on Facebook for $60. So once again, thank you so much, Leanne. Really nice of you. And I know, Leanne, you have a couple that you're trying to sell, so maybe Facebook is the spot. That's where mine sold. I listed it everywhere, and it's sold on Facebook. So maybe list yours on Facebook as well. Yeah, that was Friday. We had a lot of rain here on Friday as well. The hurricane that hit like Florida and Carolinas, like the leftover of it hit us. And so lots of rain here. So like anything else that we were supposed to have like yard sales for got rained out and didn't go down. So that was my Friday. Saturday, make sure I got the right one here. Saturday was a really good day. This was a Party Light gingerbread house. Got it at one of the stores units. It sold for $30 on Poshmark. So Poshmark has been doing pretty good for me. Speaking of Poshmark, I sold a puzzle on Poshmark as well, which is right here. Saturday I went to 2 estate sales and to 1 flea market. Here's the puzzle that sold. Van Gogh's Starry Night, photo mosaics. I have no clue where this came from. Sold for, I believe, 20 bucks on Poshmark though. So there we go. The 2 estate sales were duds. Did not buy one thing at the estate sales, but the flea market was incredible. I can't say enough good things about the flea market. I scored so much stuff there. There was a guy that had like pretty much giving things away for like $1, and a lot of things that guy had for $1 were selling for like hundreds on eBay. I didn't even count how much I made from his table, but I'm guessing it's probably like at least $500 that I made from his table, and I spent like 20 bucks there. So stay tuned for that video, knowing how I uploaded might come like in January or something, but it's gonna be a good one. I sold another game on Poshmark, just categories. I think it also sold for like 20 bucks on Poshmark. So yeah, Poshmark has been doing pretty good. Then I sold some like Vince pants on Poshmark for like 30 bucks, and then like an anthropology dress for like 30 bucks as well on Poshmark. Great picking Friday and Saturday, and then today there was like a community sale in Phoenixville on Sunday only, which was like very odd. But I scored some like sick stuff there too. I'll show you guys some of it. I got some Flyp boots for 15 bucks, which is really cool. I got this super sick coaster set. It's a burger, but it's coasters for like cups and stuff. I bought this just so I thought it was cool. I was gonna keep it for myself, but this thing sells for like $200. It sells for $200 with the cheese. I don't have the cheese, but there's none listed, none sold. So I'm gonna list mine for $200. And here's some of the other cool stuff that I got, like really cool Pokemon thing. This is something else. It says making bacon, salt and pepper shakers. Oh man. So yeah, I got all that today as well. So really, like for end of November, or I guess middle of November, early November, I don't know, November 13th, where we are, it was pretty good pickings for a weekend for sure. All right, Mercari sales. I sold 3 more Simpsons Nightmare Train of Horrors, or whatever they're called. I sold this one, says don't feed the animals. I think that one sold for 60. Don't feed the animals. Don't feed the animals for 60. That's the lowest one that sold. Then I got a Z is for zombie. This is one of the better ones. This thing sold for $90 on Mercari. And then I sold something about Dr. Hibbert's Island of the Lost Toys or whatever, something like that. It was a weird name. It was The Island of Dr. Hibbert, that's what it's called. This one sold for $65. Also sold on Mercari. So it was a pretty good weekend for Mercari, for Poshmark, for Facebook. Like the whole row is almost filled with things. This does not include eBay. Plus I sold like a Catherine's dress and like another shirt on Mercari as well. So this weekend is like paying off to Crosslist, that's for sure. And then for the Simpsons Halloween things, I think I have like 3 left. Yeah, got 3 left. Bought them like 2 weeks ago. 3 left. I bought 28 total. That was one of the best buys of the year for sure. All right, now we go to eBay, the main bay, the best bay of all the bays, eBay. We start off with some glasses. I sold these really cool Care Bear glasses. I got these at the townwide sale in Lancaster. You guys saw that on my main channel. Guess I'll grab 2 at a time. I don't remember what I paid for them. I think I paid $5 or $6 for them. I just thought they were really cool. A lot of times, like, here's something I learned, that Pizza Hut stuff sells way better than like McDonald's stuff or whatever else, because Pizza Hut didn't really make too many promotions in the 90s or whatever, or 80s, whatever they made them. So these glasses caught my eye. There was 4 of them there. I didn't comp or anything. I paid, I think it's like $5 or $6 for them, and they sold for $50 on eBay. Took a couple months to sell. I think I had them listed for $65 or $60. I already had somebody that offered me $55 in the past that I accepted, and they never paid, so I had to relist them, and these sold for $50, and buyer paid right away. Next, we have a Department 56 item. Would you believe it? Sold another one of these. This is from that Instagram buy that I had, and I'm really running out of stuff from that buy. There's really not that much left in there. This is the one that sold. It's like mailman delivery. What's called special delivery. Special delivery. Sold for $20 on eBay. So I bought 28 things, I think 27 or 28 of these like houses and things from the Instagram buy, and I think I have probably 5 left, if that. So they're going, that buy is going pretty well for me as well. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm just gonna rock with it. So yeah, sales have been good. Keeping my my warehouse semi-clean. Like I said, if you guys remember, Vita is gone for, let's say, 12 days, something like that. She left on Tuesday. She comes back next Sunday from Israel, but Sunday night. And I told her she's probably gonna be super jet lagged. She probably won't work Monday, but she told me she will work on Monday. She's gonna be fine. I don't think she is gonna be fine. So she's probably coming back here the following Wednesday, which is like, what is this according to her chart? November 22nd. Yeah, that's when she's coming back. So long time from now. So I still have some time to make this dirty, but as of now we're keeping it clean. I sold this really cool Nintendo bowling party bag. I got this at the free pickup, so I'm in it at $3.99, and it sold for I think 17 or 18 bucks. I had 3 of those bags. This is the first one to go. Those bags contained 3 different bowling balls. 2 of them, those bowling balls sold as well. Next was also some Powerpuff Girls VHS tapes. Yeah, you got this from Kelsey. Kelsey, if you're watching, did you give me these? I don't know. Kelsey sold me a bunch of VHS for dirt cheap because she didn't want to deal with VHS. And I like to sell VHS, so I think I got these from her. I remember, but they sold for 15 bucks. So if you guys get like these like old Cartoon Network shows on VHS, you can make a bundle of them. They actually sell pretty well. 15 bucks for some open VHS. I would say that's not terrible. I would say that's definitely not terrible. Alright, I'll get my first Pokemon card that sold. I don't talk about cards too much with you guys because, you know, most of the sports cards I sell are like under $20. So I don't really mention those, but Pokemon I'll mention because you guys should know what the value of some of these cards are. So I sold this one right here. This is Rocket's Trap. This is one of the cards I bought from my friend Nate, Nalter Deeds, on Nalter Cards on YouTube. He does like live Pokemon openings. You guys see him sometimes on my draft show. He's also on one of my TGIF shows in the past. So he had like a kind of like a lottery thing where like you pay, I don't remember, it was like $30 or $40, and you get like a vintage hollow card. So I paid and I got this one, Rocket Strap, which isn't that good. I think it sold for like 18 bucks. So I didn't win the lottery there. because I think like the best card he had was like worth like $300. I got a pretty bad one. So, but it's like fun to go and support him and do that. And you'll see there's some of the cards I got from him that sold as well later on. You guys are gonna be blown away at how much I got for those cards. But before that, we gotta talk about some more Department 56 stuff. This is a English post box, English Dickens mailbox. This wasn't from the first buy, and this wasn't from the last buy. This is like a really small, tiny little one. This one right here. This one I got in New Jersey. I paid $2, I think, for like 4 or 5 these little mini guys, and most of them already sold. I think I only had like one left to sell. This was part of that one, and it sold for $10. Right. Next, we got some Merrill Jungle Mock Kids purple slip-on shoes. I think you guys probably already saw me pull these before. It's because they sold before. A buyer returned them saying that they didn't fit, and they sold again. Same price, 30 plus ship. I don't remember what I'm into them by now, but when that happens, those returns happen, I have buyer pays for return. So if I get the shoes back exactly the way that I sent them, I return the buyer for what they paid for the shoes. I don't return the buyer the shipping that they paid originally, because I had to pay the shipping out, and eBay's kind of really good with that if you do buyer pays returns. So so those shoes, they paid $30 plus $10 shipping. I kept the $10 shipping for myself, returned them the $30, and then they pay shipping back to me as well. So I pretty much don't lose anything on offering that service. And I guess the buyers are kind of happy that they can return it. All I have to do is pay shipping, and no question that's from me. All right, here's a good sale right here, guys. So I talked about this in the last video. This is a Zelda game. I paid $10 for this. This is a misprint version, or like original version. They're supposed to have 2 controllers. I had 7 controllers on the back, and it's sealed. I had no clue it was a misprint or rare or anything like that. I just bought it because it was a sealed Zelda game. It had $10 on it. I figured sealed Zelda probably sells for like 60, 70 bucks in the Wii U. That's a good flip for me. Not realizing that I had a really rare misprint version, and this one sold for $150. A little better than 60. And it sold in a week. So that was pretty good. That thing sold today. I was very happy to see that. Next, we sold an ornament. You guys are going to hear the word ornament quite a bit in these weeks leading up to Christmas, because this is when ornaments take off. I sold a Hallmark keepsake Harley Davidson Barbie ornament. I bought this thing for $2 or $3 at the yard sale, because I figured Harley Davidson and Barbie, that is quite a collab. There's a lot of collectors who like one or each, one or both. I think it's going to sell for quite a bit, and I was wrong. It sold for, what did he sell for? $12. So I paid $3. He sold for $12. It is what it is. I'm still profiting. I'm not losing money. So I would probably do it again if I was asked, but not the best ROI. Next, I saw the really cute little Snoopy pin. A Snoopy and what's his name? Same name as the festival, right? Woodstock? Why does that sound wrong? I want to say Woodstock, but that sounds wrong. Let me look and cheat. Woodstock! It is Woodstock. I gotta have more faith in myself. That thing sold for $10. They came from the same house as that that Bible that I sold locally for hundreds of dollars. Same house I got that really cool waffle iron that sold for like 90 bucks. It was a good buy, and I don't know, was she quoted like $25 for all those brooches? And I already sold quite a bit of them, and that one sold for 10. So this is the toy that I bought on Friday at that church sale. This is Dumbo. I thought it was really cute. Figured it was definitely worth grabbing. I think I paid $1 for it. I got that, and I got a Jellycats Jellycat's alligator at that sale for $1 as well. And that dumbbell sold for $13. And we have, well, it looks like it went to a repeat buyer. Maybe. I'm really thinking you're definitely a viewer, because I remember your name from last week, Des. So Des, if you're a viewer, Des from Waterloo, Illinois, thank you so much. Last week, Des bought the Pluto that I undercharged shipping for, and some other plush. Forget what the other plush was. It was she bought 2 plush from me last week, and she bought plush again for me today. So I feel like Des is definitely a viewer. So thank you, Des, for your support. Alrighty, we are at the 20-minute mark, so we're going to conclude this part of the order pool video. Stay tuned for part 2 later on this week. Once again, thank you to everybody for watching, for supporting me. You guys are the best.